Hi everyone, and thank you so much, members of the media, for coming here today. And thank you YRF and thank you Bhumi for supporting our cause. Climate change is real. It's not weather, as Donald Trump had just said. It's actually, we're all victims of it. There's so much havoc that is being created because of that. Viruses emerging, floods, unprecedented climate events which are causing so much disruption all across the world. And so much is being talked about, but I think very little is being done about it. And governments across the world have come together for various forums, but still we're not being able to handle this issue, which is catastrophic. All of us have a responsibility to do something about it. Even a small step and a small gesture towards recycling, towards electricity consumption, towards so many ways where we can reduce pollution and address this problem of climate change. There are so many famous voices across the world. Bill Gates and Leonardo DiCaprio who are doing a fabulous job in amplifying this problem and this noise. And all of us really need to do something, and every drop in the proverbial ocean will make a difference in saving our planet. I have a 3-year-old and I also have a 23-year-old. And apart from going through this usual parental anxiety of education and safety and all the rest of it, one of the major things that we as parents now face also, that will we be able to actually leave behind a planet for them which is safe. We really do live on this fragile planet. It's ours and it's the only one. I think every person, every corporate, every citizen has to do something about it to save it. And we at PBR have taken some very small steps towards sustainability. We'll be showing you an AD very soon. And Bhumi has been very gracious to shoot this film for us, where we'll highlight some of the things we've done. And I would again say this is just a very small initiative. We obviously want to be able to scale all these initiatives up, and we hope that with these little initiatives also we're able to do our bit, and also are able to amplify to other corporates and other members of our community and the world at large that this is not something which is a luxury, it's a necessity, and we must actually put our heads together in taking small initiatives. So I think now we'll play the AV. Thank you so much.
Good morning, all the members of the media. I want to start off by thanking everyone that came in today. We are here for a very, very important moment. For me, what PVR Cinemas has done is nothing short of a moment in the fight against climate change. Sanjeev, you mentioned that these are small steps. These aren't small steps. These are revolutionary steps, because it's these steps that are going to make a larger impact. When that call came to me that PVR has taken this initiative and we should collaborate, I was amazed, because my journey with the fight against climate change started on a very similar note as yours. You have anxiety as a parent about what kind of a world, what kind of a planet are you going to leave back for your children. I felt the same. I was like, okay, if I love my family, am I actually protecting them the way they are supposed to be protected? The 4 walls of my house isn't my home. This planet is my home. And the way we are going about destructing it, not a lot of it is going to be left. I really feel and I really hope that in the last few years, humanity has learned at least a bit of a lesson. When I go about, whether we are shooting or at home or places I visit, we are just so careless about our practices. We are so careless about our consumption of natural resources. So a small thing like putting a water restrictor in your water source can save you so much water. और हमें क्या लगता है ना कि sustainability या एक sustainable lifestyle adopt करने से बहुत लाइफ में ना दिक्कतें होंगी, लाइफ इनकन्वीनियंट हो जाएगी, बट दैट्स नॉट ट्रू। आपकी लाइफ बहुत कन्वीनियंट होगी। हमें उस तरह से जीना शुरू करना पड़ेगा जो 2 जनरेशन पहले जैसे हम जी रहे थे, जैसे हमारी नानियाँ दादियाँ जी रही थी। एक सिंपल लाइफ। हमें रियलाइज करना पड़ेगा कि छोटी से छोटी चीज़, वो फूड वेस्टेज हो, वाटर वेस्टेज हो, एनर्जी वेस्टेज हो, या हम कैसे हर रिसोर्स का यूज़ कर रहे हैं, हमें सोचना पड़ेगा, हमें समझना पड़ेगा कि हर एक्शन का एक रिएक्शन होता है। और हमें ये भी समझना पड़ेगा कि क्लाइमेट चेंज हो रहा है, क्लाइमेट चेंज इज हैपनिंग राइट नाउ। And as Sanjeev very well said, it is real. It is the largest looming threat that humanity has ever faced. We have to go back, we have to listen to what our scientists and what our researchers have been telling us for the past few years. We have reached a tipping point. Can we change it? No. Can we slow it down? Yes. You know, when the pandemic hit us, when globally many places went into lockdown, we saw how our environment started healing itself. And we all spoke about it, we all enjoyed it. That's the planet we need to leave back for the future generations to come. Everybody living today and everybody living in the future has a right to clean air, good nutrition and a healthy planet. जैसे आप और मैं जिस माहौल में हम सब बड़े हुए, जिस माहौल में हम सब पैदा हुए, आगे की जनरेशंस का भी उतना ही हक है। आप सोचिए, सर्दियों में स्कूल बंद कर देने पड़ते क्योंकि पोल्यूशन इतना ज़्यादा हो जाता है। अभी कोची में लॉकडाउन हो रहा है, लिटरली लॉकडाउन वाले हालात हो गए हैं क्योंकि एक मैन मेड गार्बेज डंप में आग लग गई। अगर हम एक छोटी प्रैक्टिस सेग्रीगेशन ऑफ वेस्ट अगर घर पे भी शुरू कर दिया, आप उसका इफेक्ट नहीं समझ सकते कितना होगा इन दीज मैन मेड गार्बेज डंप्स। सो वी जस्ट नीड टू रियलाइज हाउ कैन वी कंट्रीब्यूट टू द सॉल्यूशन। अगर हम ये मेंटालिटी रखेंगे ना, एक ऑस्ट्रिच मेंटालिटी कि नहीं यार मुझे तो कुछ नहीं होगा, बहुत साल पड़े हैं, बहुत जनरेशंस को, नहीं, हमें हो रहा है। हमारी लंग कैपेसिटीज कम हो गई है। ऐसी हालत होगी कि शहरों में हमें मास्क पहन के घूमना पड़ रहा है विदाउट एनी पैंडेमिक लाइक सिचुएशन बिकॉज ऑफ द वायरस। सो लेट्स थिंक, लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड कि हमारे हेल्थ पे क्या क्लाइमेट चेंज का इफेक्ट पड़ रहा है, प्लैनेट के हेल्थ पे क्लाइमेट चेंज का क्या इफेक्ट पड़ रहा है। एंड आई really hope that many organizations get inspired by what PVR has done. And that's why we've come together to make this film. It is about letting people know that you need to be conscious about the planet, you need to be conscious about the environment, and you need to take steps towards a greener, happier future. So thank you so much, Sanjeev. Thank you so much, everybody at Team PVR. This is so inspiring and so needed.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Because you said the uniforms were upcycled, right?
Yeah.
So is there a big difference between the terms?
I mean, not really. I think the recycle is when the existing products are basically reused again.
That's
You know, and there are so many examples of that happening as well, even in the garment industry. You know, like H&M and companies like that actually have an area now where you bring your own old clothes and you get a voucher against that. And what they do with those old clothes is probably just, you know, recycle them and use them again. And what we've done here in PVR with the uniforms is something which we're very fortunate to actually find people who could use plastic bottles, which actually do get consumed in thousands, and they just get thrown away. To the technology to be able to use those plastic bottles and make clothing and uniforms out of it was a wonderful technology. And I'm so glad that there are people out there in India, in startups, who are actually focusing on businesses which focus on sustainability and impact investing. And there's so many people out there, young entrepreneurs, who are focusing on that. And we're very fortunate that we're in a position where we're able to harness their talent and harness the technology that they are coming out with.
किया गया है, तो कैसे देखती हैं आप, किस तरीके से? सर, आप भी अगर आप कुछ कहना चाहें for RRR or not a song.
So nominate किया आप तो जीत गए तो और सिर्फ नाटू नाटू नहीं, द एलिफेंट विस्परर्स भी जीते हैं और बहुत खुशी होती है जब आपके दोस्त ऑस्कर्स वापस घर लाते हैं. I feel as a little girl जब बचपन से मुझे एक्टर बनना था और हर साल मैं सुबह उठ के ऑस्कर्स देखती थी और सोचती थी कि why can't I see anybody who looks like us on the red carpet? You know, so I would miss that representation, but this year around that has completely changed, and I really, really hope that this is the first of many. You know, I really hope that we have many films from the Indian film fraternity that go there, that are celebrated, because we churn out such fantastic cinema, and finally, you know, it's reached a global stage, so I want to congratulate everybody that won.
I think I echo the same sentiment, Elephant Whisperer, made by a friend, Uni. I'm so happy for her. And to go on the stage and win that award was just exhilarating for all of us who also, I woke up at 5 in the morning. First I watched the red carpet and then and then I watched which in this year was a champagne carpet, and then watched the Academy Awards, and the same goes for Natu Natu, the way it was presented by 𝗙់ឆ, the way it was performed on stage, on an international stage, and ours is such a prolific, massive film industry, and to be getting this acknowledgement is a matter of pride for all of us.
We'll take the last question from
Good morning, sir, and good morning, ma'am. My name is 𝗚cie𝗹𝗹, and I'm a student from 𝗪𝗵𝗏 College from Development Communication and Extension. So, ma'am, my question is that just now we see that we have seen clothes made from recycled plastic, you know. So, ma'am, I want to know that they will have a validity period, a period when they will get deteriorate. So, when they will get deteriorate, so what will the next plan for that? No? What will your next plan when they will deteriorate? Because we know that plastic takes almost 20 to 500 years approximately to decompose. No? So I want to know what's your next plan, because it's your first plan. So what is your next strategy after that? No?
You know, sorry, the first strategy.
That's what you're doing in Lady Government College?
I'm a student from Development Communication and Extension.
Oh wow, brilliant! That's excellent. No, we have many plastic bottles actually. As I said, we've only used about 5,000 plastic bottles in our first phase, and there's so much plastic consumption that goes on, not just the cinemas but across the cities and the countries. And as I said, we haven't even scratched the surface yet. So going forward, the plan is to use all these plastics, single-use plastics, to make uniforms. We've only done it for 5,000 employees right now. We want to cover 28,000 employees that both PVR and INOX employ combined. And adding on to the list of employees also has an end, as and when we add more cinemas and more employees.
Thank you, ma'am.